some specific thank yous. There are literally scores of people we could stand and thank. Many of you know who you are, but I'm going to name a few specific people or organisations, mainly because the interventions and the support that these people have given have been absolutely critical at key times of our journey. Frankly, without the support of some of these individuals, I doubt we'd be here today, certainly in the way that we are. So first, I'd like to acknowledge and thank Katie Bourne, the Police and Crime Commissioner for Sussex. Katie has had an enormous amount of faith in us. In a way, it's quite risky to have faith in us. We're untried, we're untested, we're a community group. So to back us has been to her enormous credit and has been incredibly helpful to us. Second, I'd like to thank the Meads Trust. I know we've got a couple of people from the Meads Trust here today, but I genuinely know that without the support that you have given us, we absolutely wouldn't be here in this format today. So thank you to the Meads Trust. Thank you to the Monument Trust, another funding body, not just for your belief in us now and what we're doing, but your faith in our future. The Monument Trust have agreed to walk with us on our future as we take our work to that much more significant scale, so our thanks to them. My thanks, or our thanks, to the Cabinet Office, who fairly recently helped us with a particular grant of money called the Impact Readiness Fund. That is going to be enormously helpful in taking us to scale into the future. There are three particular individuals. I will name them, but I won't talk about their particular contributions, but Graham Bartlett, John Davis and Nick Tyrrell, who've made some really quite astonishing behind-the-scenes contributions, which again at times have kept us operating. I'd like to thank the Surrey and Sussex Probation Trust as was. Again, they no longer exist in that format, but they had a look at us, they weren't sure about us, and they committed to taking a jump to walk with us. I'm delighted to say they thought it was useful and a worthwhile process. But actually, for organisations like that to take the risk to work with a bunch of guys that look like that is a brave thing to do. They frighten me. I don't know about the probation service. But it was a brave thing to do, and therefore we applaud that bravery in what they do. And finally, particularly of late, Crawley Council, the ongoing support that Crawley Council have provided to our community in Crawley has been stunning and incredibly helpful, and so I'd like to recognise that. Two other pieces of recognition. One is to all of those men, so all of the men in our community who've contributed to those 30,000 hours. Thank you very much for being bothered enough to want to do something about that thing I was talking about earlier on. It's an incredibly important thing that we do, so thank you to you and all of you. And finally, very, very finally, as it were from me, there is an African proverb that we use in the work that we do, which goes something along the lines of, it takes a whole village to raise a young man. All of you in the room are part of that village. Your interest creates a village, and I thank you for your interest.